Night Rider.
That's the Night Rider.
Yeah,
And welcome
Night
to
Rider.
season 5 of Game Point Sports on the AHRR Network. Like we said, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, and retweet. Check us out on our YouTube channel on the AHRR Network. We love for you to subscribe. We need more subscribers. We're trying to get to a goal of 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000, then 4,000, and a whole lot more. We're trying to reach a lot of people out here. But this is Game Point on AHRR Network. Starting out season 5, world premiere, Game Point Sports. How y'all fellas doing today?
Yay! Tough Talk Tuesday.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No fingerprints.
Yay! We back at it, man. Back at action, man. Night Rider, man. You back on the show with us, nephew. How you been, King? I ain't seen you in a while, man. Don't talk to me fast, talk to me slow, man.
I've been good, just chilling, working, staying out the way. Just minding mine.
Hey, I mean, we about to get this boxing career cracking or MMA, about to do something, get it all cracking and back in action, like I always say about this time. I'm doing all right, man. It's football season, my favorite time of the year. The beginning of the season, especially when my team is doing swell. But first and foremost, man, we want to send a couple rest in pieces to Michael K. Williams and AJ Johnson. Man, rest in peace to these two fellas, man. AJ Johnson, man, best known for his role in Friday. What's his name? Robbie, what's his name in Friday? You don't know his name?
Smokey?
No, it ain't Smokey, fool. That's Chris Tucker.
I'm talking about, who you talking about?
AJ
Ezel.
Johnson.
Oh, AJ Johnson. Ezel?
Man.
Oh, what you got on my 40, man? Give me $2.
Hey.
Give me $2. Oh, yeah, he threw me off a little bit there. I'm trying to figure some things out on this situation. He's there. Hey, what you got, Smokey? What you got about 40? But he kept saying, Smokey, what you got about 40?
Shout out to my man, Michael K. Williams. Man,
yes,
The Wire, man, one of the best actors, you know, and I'm seeing The Wire provided a lot of actors, man, that came up and started doing their thing out there. But he was the dude, man. He was the hardest gay dude you would ever see in The Wire. Hey, when he hit the streets would empty. They say Omar was around. Hey, everybody disappeared. He was like the real life. He was like Debo on The Wire, even worse. Because once he got started, you ain't want that boy.
You ain't want that part.
You ain't want it.
A lady told me a story. A lady told me a story about him.
Okay.
She said he was a good guy though. She when I went to Baltimore, she had told me sitting in Mo's Wharf. She was like, yeah, man. She's like the original guy. She was like, man, he was in the community. He was a good guy. You know, he helped out in the community. So I mean, you know. They care. Sometimes TV make us characters, you know, worse than what they really were. Sometimes. Matter of fact, I don't want to get off the subject.
What up? You don't get off.
No, but did you hear on the national TV, football? The commentator was like pass interference, right? It was a pass interference, but it was like felony. Dang, where's the felony at? Do you ever notice how they put that, why in football would they put that on a black man? I don't want to get off the subject, but it was just something on my mind that I forgot to tell you this. Pass interference, on national TV, where's the felony at? Why is he putting it on a felony on a black man in the sport of football? Do you get what I'm going with? You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, where does the word felony should be even in football? When the man doing the pass interference.
It shouldn't be, man. Shout out to my man KC, RIP. Shout out to my man Victor Riviere. What up? What up? How you doing? Shout out to the Mustangs. I see you out there doing your thing.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Do you think they always target his ass a black? You know.
I don't like going into this, man, and I'm not gonna start season 5
tough talk.
going into
It's Tough Talk Tuesday though.
Hey, man, we already know what it is, man. You shouldn't be surprised by what's going on, man. The shit been going on our whole lifetime. So, I'm not surprised. I'm just, man, I think above it, man, think past it. What can we do to stop a man from thinking what he wants to think? That's what they automatically think. I'm not here to change his thinking.
Baby, I mean, they find ways to put us down, though. You know, even it may look like he's just talking, but he's pretty. How that man never committed a crime? He worked hard every day, but he's committing a felony On the vote because he passed interference.
Hey,
You know, that just watch it. That's just listen to what how they put it, how they do it. I've just been in ever since then. I kind of been listening to what they be saying, but you probably won't hear that no more because you know.
I mean, hey, so man, shout out to my man Ariane and shout out to my man KC. KC says, remember when that one commentator said, he got running from this, he got running from the cop speed.
See,
they say it like that. They say that stuff like that all the time, man. Are you surprised? Are you guys surprised?
I'm surprised.
You're surprised. You surprised?
They said, how do they put they put us down? They put us consist of like felons, robbers, everything. But we make the most money for the sport, and the commentators just talk down on us like we're nothing. You know, and that's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying is we need to start looking at that, start putting our foot down. We got the platform right now to put our foot down on some shit like that. Excuse my French, but at the same time, that's some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is some messed up stuff, man. I'm not gonna say it's not messed up, but man, we put our own selves down like that all the time too. So,
but you never hear him say like when Hunter Renfro, just say for instance Hunter Renfro, he'd be all world class Hunter Renfro versus
so say Travis Kelce, right?
Yeah.
They would never say that about Travis Kelce,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm in totally agreement with you. We always subject to be the criminals. We always subject to be these. So we slowly gonna have to change this narrative. I mean, we're gonna change this narrative, and the narrative is changing. It's changing on a daily. But you know, it's gonna take a whole nother generation, maybe his generation, to grow up to change things like that. So I just think, man, that's just what they say, man. I mean, I think I'm not surprised. I'm not even really upset, man. Shit. Hey man, this is what they think, man. We gotta make them think different.
I was just like surprised. I was like shocked when shout out to my boy Emil because he the one brought it up. Shout out to him, man. I seen him in California, man. He like our what we doing. Say keep up the good work. I want to give him a shout out, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Now with you, I said what I got with you. We's gonna give him a shout out. Yeah. But long story short, man, that just kind of like made me think like. That stuff we don't catch. No. You catch it, but you don't care. You think it's funny. It's like that's not funny.
He may get reprimanded for it, man. We don't know. Malik Perkins says, man, that's an old school mad. Old school mad used to say that. Victor Riviera says, man, what do you think about his Bucks repeating the Super Bowl? And we gonna go
into that later on.
That's a good segue. We can go into it right now. We gonna segue into it, man. So I think the Bucks have a good chance of repeating in the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna say right now my early season favorite probably is the Bucks. The Bucks, I think they can do big things. They might set some records this year. First we're gonna go to you, Knight Rider, and then we hit up Rocky. Who you got as your early season prediction as a Super Bowl winner?
I'm taking the Bucks just because the Bucks, they kept their same roster from last year, whole same roster. They're probably one of the healthiest teams right now, and it's they're just the Bucks. They got Tom Brady head of the team. I just don't see them losing to anybody.
I'll say barring any injury, we all three together. All three agree. I mean, they're the total package. You got to think offense. That's one of the top 5 defenses for sure. They got the coaching. They got the GOAT. And it is what it is.
Case, we got a couple comments, man. We got KC saying Lamar is going to beat Tom in the Super Bowl. And also Malik Perkins says the Rams or the Cardinals. You think these guys are big threats? And the Rams are definitely a big threat to the Bucks.
The whole NFC West is a big threat to the Buffs. Minus who?
Niners.
We 2-0, so hey.
Okay. I mean,
We had to go win on the road. It's hard to win on the road your first 2 games.
You right.
And on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and we losing. We
can't say nothing to it because that's the same thing the Broncos did. We dropping like what? So I understand where you coming from.
But y'all didn't play nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still ain't gonna play nobody this week. But we ain't. That's here nor there. We're not even gonna argue that.
But let's get.
Y'all play the top 3 worst teams in the NFL.
Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. You think they would have a chance to beat the Bucs if they met them in the Super Bowl?
They could barely beat the Chiefs. This was Lamar's first time beating the Chiefs, and since his career, like he could barely beat Patrick Mahomes, and that was his Super Bowl to beat Patrick Mahomes. I don't see the Ravens beating KC if they met in the championship game, just because they don't have a solid offense. They don't have a solid defense. Like the Chiefs, their defense isn't solid, but they got a quarterback in Mahomes and a high-powered offense with Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, McCall Hardman, all their receivers. They're gonna go up. They're gonna make those plays, and they're always gonna put up points on the board. They're gonna outscore they're gonna outscore teams with a bad defense. So
the only thing I'm gonna say about this, what would hurt them when they get in the dog days, is their running game. Baltimore, they don't have like a running game. You know what I'm saying? That can protect him during the dog days when it comes in like November, late November, early December when it's cold and it's raining and ball dropping.
We're talking about a team who's led the league in rushing the past 2 seasons. We're talking about a team who has a quarterback, every time he rushes for 100 yards, he's 9-0. We're talking about a team who thrives on the running game. You might have your top 3 running backs out. You got your 4th, your 5th, and your 6th one in, and they still are running the ball. They are committed to running the ball. I don't understand where you see that at. So I don't think that they can beat. I don't think they will beat the Chiefs again, and I don't think they will beat the Bucs in the playoffs. But you can't underestimate a team that is committed to running the game. They say running in the game. They committed to Le'Veon Bell will be there next week, hopefully. Who's the other running back that they picked up?
Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray. He's running hard. Then they got another guy who's running hard. Don't sleep on the Baltimore Ravens running game.
I mean, it's a lot of teams like Buffalo that can be there. Cleveland can be there. I see. We just do an early prediction. Our early prediction was Tampa Bay. We sticking with Tampa Bay till further notice. And if Tampa Bay playing like they be playing, I don't think they're gonna lose a game. This might be the year Brady be the first time to ever do it in history.
And to what you're saying, Malik Perkins says Lamar isn't gonna win anything until he gets a true number 1 wide receiver.
Let me say this. Hold on. With that Malik, it's not even the wide receiver. It's the coach system. Him and his coach system. If you ever notice, Bill Belichick and Brady, or Arians and Brady. You ever notice the coach system is how you go. I'm seeing it now with my own eyes. The coach and quarterback system. If you got the right coach and the right quarterback.
Hold up.
Harbaugh is not set for Baltimore. Him and Lamar Jackson, they're not.
But how did you? I can't agree with you on that, because if you watch that game on that 4th and 1, he said Lamar. Do you want to go for it?
That's where their quarterback coach started. That game. They know they never had no chemistry. You got to look at the chemistry. It's never been a Bill Belichick type Tom Brady system with them two.
Because they're not Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. But when you commit to changing your whole system behind this quarterback, you have to have some sort of relationship.
That's when you start, and that's when you start winning.
And that started 3 years ago when they put him in there and they said, we're gonna run this system. He's behind them fully 100%, and he believes in it.
They went away from that shit too.
I say this is where their relationship built, was when every team passed on Lamar being the quarterback, and the Ravens were the one team to pick him up in the first round. I think did Lamar fall to? He went last in the first round. Last pick in the first round. Lamar was the last pick in the first round. Every other team passed him up, wanted him to change positions, but the Ravens took that jump, a leap of faith to draft Lamar. And then they built their whole offense around him. You can't say that they don't have a You can't say that they don't have a relationship. They're the number
They don't.
one. They're the number one running offense just because of Lamar.
I mean, yeah. I think you're straight wrong on that.
Nah,
Robbie. I think you're straight wrong. But we're gonna go to the comments real quick. They say, will Le'Veon Bell step up this year? I think Le'Veon Bell, he messed up when he left Pittsburgh. His career is a wrap. What y'all got to say about Le'Veon?
I say Le'Veon messed up that year he took off. He was never the same after that year he took off. So Le'Veon's washed up, if you ask me.
Okay.
I figured he got a chance. He in the system with a running quarterback. He wasn't a bad running back last year when he ran with Kansas. Last time he ran with Kansas City, he wasn't bad. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad.
He wasn't good.
He wasn't bad.
He got it.
All right, put it like this. They picked him up for something.
As the young men say, trash. They picked him up by
They picked him up for something.
For his name. What he used to do.
Okay.
Which he didn't.
You're right. What is that? How you say it?
Hey,
you're right, Gim. Oh yeah, you're right, Gim. Good night. You're right, Gim. Good night.
Perkins says Brady had route runners. You say it's not about the receiver. Brady had route runners, and when Brady had a true number one, he damn near went undefeated and won it all. So we can't speak upon that also. KC says Tom's about to throw at least 3 picks when he gets back to New England.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, nah, he's tripping. New England's defense is good, but
y'all. Don't sleep on New England defense. New England got a deal. That's Belichick. Man, you over there tripping.
Nah, I'm saying like
Belichick.
You think Tom Brady, his first time coming back to New England, he's about to have a game of his life.
Now Belichick know him. Belichick know him, and that Tennessee boy, that boy about the Tennessee know him. Them two know him. But other than that, he ain't throwing no 3 picks, man. Y'all praying. And I ain't even a Patriots. And I'm not even a Patriots fan.
He's not going there and throwing 3 picks. When's the last time he threw 3 picks? He's not throwing 3 picks. He's not there. He's definitely not throwing
no 3 picks there. They gonna run the ball with Fournette before he throw 3 picks.
He ain't throwing 3 picks. They got too much talent out there. You got Evans. You got what's the other guy? Godwin.
AB.
Fournette.
Gronkowski. Another tight end they got out there. He ain't throwing 3 picks. I disagree. They say all of Lamar's wide receivers are just fast. They not well rounded. We all got to be in agreement on that. They say young Op say they don't know Tom. Sean Hopkins says Richard Sherman might be going to Tampa. Sean Hopkins, Richard Sherman is washed. I don't want him. I don't want him at all. And he might break Peyton's record, you know what I'm saying, real quick. He might break Peyton's record real quick. But like and subscribe up here at the R Network. Subscribe to our YouTube page at R Network. This is Game Point, man. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get right back to y'all. This is Game Point Sports Season 5 premiere, and we on.
Things will get harder, but we're not gonna stop. No, we're gonna stand up and hear a cry. We're tired living this life. Listen to our cries. We'll be the light.
like I was saying, Sean Hopkins, man, Richard Sherman, I'm not rocking with that. I mean, he can go back to Frisco for all I care. You know, he can go back to getting drunk, getting on that Henny, acting a goddamn fool, pulling up to people's house, telling them to pull up. You know, that's the type of shit that my man Richard Sherman is on. You know, he'd be a better coach than a better player right now, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's
honestly,
DB coach.
I ain't heard nothing about Richard Sherman since that case, so I don't even know where he's at right now.
The man said, "Pull up, man." He
ready.
might be some shit I might have pulled in my younger days. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Why you
I've been so faded. I've
For
been telling
real.
somebody to pull up. You know, I did ignorant things. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm a older, more distinguished man with a little gray in my beard, where I don't do things like that no more. You know? Yeah,
Man, get some shots out to the family, man.
Oh man, let me get some shots out to
Man, you
Malik
know what I'm saying,
Perkins,
though, man?
Young Op, Victor Riviera, KC,
Appreciate y'all.
Sean Hopkins,
Appreciate y'all.
and everybody else who commenting, man. How y'all doing? We doing all good. Let's keep it cracking about this action. We gonna go to the R Network top 5 or power rankings. Our top 5 power rankings of the year.
Of this week so far. Not the year.
And Sean Hopkins, I sound like a hater. Never hating.
That's
You know?
They'll get him up. All right, bro. What's our top 5?
I mean, Sean Hopkins, you see me in some of my best and see me in some of my worst. Don't even trip, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not hating. I just know how it is. Richard Sherman's washed. You know what I'm saying? He's washed. You know
Sound like some of that Denver Bronco hate.
Hey, call it what you want, but I call it the
Denver
truth.
hate.
But we going to go to the R Network Power Rankings. So, I'm going to give you the...
that is our college power rankings.
We're going to go to college power rankings? We go to college power rankings? Okay.
So we got the college power rankings.
So we're gonna go with the ESPN
top 10. I know we got Bama.
We go with the top 5. You know what I'm saying? You got Alabama number 1, Georgia number 2, the Hawkeyes number 3, the Ducks number 4, Pac-12 back in action, and number 5, Penn State.
The Nifty Lions. Them Nifty Lions.
They finally bouncing back after Joe Paterno, huh?
They finally bouncing back.
Okay, you might not know nothing about that, man.
I know a little bit.
I'm gonna say this:
that young.
The Pac-12, we look promising, but we still ain't there, Kelly. On the West Coast.
Not yet.
Y'all on the West Coast? You thought I was gonna forget? Y'all thought I was gonna really forget about y'all? No, we ain't giving y'all no passes on Game Party. It's Tough Talk Tuesday, but at the same time. I seen the game of the week in high school. Gorman versus Arizona Hamilton.
All right, man. Are we going to talk in college?
I'm saying top 5. I'm getting off the subject a little bit, but on the West Coast, we don't have enough. In the top 5, Oregon is in the top 5. Pac-12. You know, congratulations to Oregon putting the Pac-12 on the map. But we still don't got enough, McKill. That's what I was basically saying.
I mean, I'm with you, man, but I'm gonna ride with Oregon. So I'm gonna go my top 5.
What's your top 5?
I'm gonna go my top 5. I'm gonna go Georgia.
Yep, I like to.
I'm gonna go Alabama.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Who else am I gonna go with?
Clemson.
Nah, Clemson's done, man.
Clemson done fell off. They lost T-Law and
Clemson's a wrap, man. Who I got? Where am I at? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go Aggies, Texas A&M.
No, I'm going Oklahoma.
And I'm gonna go Oklahoma. That rounds out my top 5.
Go ahead.
Top 5?
I got Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oregon, Bama.
Okay.
The Hawkeyes, they've been nice this year. And then Florida. Florida's my sleeper.
Oh, the Gators are 2-1. What you got?
I got Bama, Oklahoma, Clemson, Florida, and Cincinnati. That's my top, rounding out my top 5 this week. Okay. Cincinnati, you get in the top 5. You impressed me this week. I seen a little bit about you guys. I like them. They're exciting.
Okay.
Quarterback pretty good. Running game pretty good. They was down. They was in a dog fight. Them boys came back and did they thug this one. So I love them for that. So I gotta put y'all in the top 5. Will y'all stay there next week? We won't know. We will
see.
find out.
But man, let's get to the real top 5 that everybody want to talk about. Let's talk about this NFL top 5. I'm gonna give you ESPN's top 10 power rankings, and then y'all can give me your
power
rankings, man.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Man, it was some good games this weekend too, man. It was some fun. It was some of the best games I've seen in a while this weekend. I mean, man, if some went down to the wire, a lot of teams should have won, could have won. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of 0-2 teams that's still good money right now. Normally, when you go 0-2, you ain't got a chance, but there's still some good 0-2 teams out there. It's showing that football is really getting back to competitive. It's a couple 1-1 teams.
I mean, no, you said 0-2. I'm asking you who.
I get an 0-2 team right now. That if I was one outside looking in, I can't think of one offhand right now. I just can't think of one. Now you're talking.
So right now, ESPN has it: the Tampa Bay #1, the Rams #2, the Chiefs #3, Frisco #4, the Bills #5, Seattle #6, Arizona #7, Cleveland #8, Baltimore #9, and the Raiders cracking the top 10.
That's crazy.
I'll let you give yours first.
I'm gonna go Tampa for sure, #1.
Okay.
#2, probably have to give that to #2. I'll give that to AZ, Arizona. #3, go with go with KC. #4, Cleveland, and then #5, the Ravens.
Hey. Hey, what did you hear him?
Yeah.
That's Knight Rider.
What you got? What you got?
Hey,
Knight Rider.
What you got?
All right. You got to go at the GOAT at #1, right? #2, you got to go at Fancy Fresh Patrick Magic Mahomes at #2. Got to go at them. #3, I'm having a flip-flop with my #3 team. I'm swinging for a team that's 1-1, but if I had to go, I'm gonna go with the Rams as the 3rd best team over my Niners.
Okay.
We don't have the running backs. We ain't gonna have enough personnel by the end of the year in order to compete with Rams and the Seattle. I'm just keeping it honest. We talking football. We're not dreaming like you Bronco fans.
We didn't ask for all of that.
We're not dreaming like that.
We didn't ask for all of that.
Stop doing me like because you dream. Y'all dreaming.
I'm not even saying.
Y'all remind me of
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear why I'm not putting Frisco.
I'm not putting Frisco in there because you'll think I'm biased.
Man.
But on ESPN did, but I didn't.
Keep it coming.
I'm doing ours.
Where are you at?
And I'm at #3. I went #3. #4, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Don't sleep on them Buffalo Bills.
All right.
And to round it out, the Arizona Cardinals.
Both of y'all are misled with Arizona and what they're doing.
Your Broncos didn't make the top 10.
Hold on, man.
Raiders over y'all.
Let me get mine in, man. I'm not saying anything about your team. I just want to get my top 5 in, you know? That's all I want to do. And I'm going to go with you guys. Tampa Bay, #1. I'm going to go with the Rams, #2. #3, I'm going to go Seattle Seahawks. #4, I'm going to go to Cleveland Browns. And #5, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah. I know you biased with the Chiefs. You don't want to pick them so bad, but you got to.
Nah, I think the Chiefs, they've had their run. I'm done with the Chiefs.
Chiefs are real beatable this year. Their defense is trash.
Cleveland see them again. Cleveland, mark my words, this year. Cleveland see them again. They will beat Kansas City in Kansas City.
You talking about just regular season?
No,
or in the
playoffs. Cleveland they're going to have an Odell Beckham back. They're going to have their Jarvis Landry back. They're going to have a running game with Chubb and Hunt back. That defense is not bad. Them tight ends over there. Give me Cleveland Browns to upset Kansas City, but they won't make it to the Super Bowl. Do you get what I'm saying? They won't make it to the Super Bowl.
But they beat them.
Maybe they'll beat Kansas City on the road to trying to get to the Super Bowl. So who's left? That's the key. Who's left?
So
it's open. There goes this year's open now.
It all remains to be seen.
Because you got to think Buffalo is around that corner. They coming. I think Baltimore might. No. Pittsburgh, man, lost to them Raiders.
Pittsburgh is whack.
I'm telling you. Don't sleep on Pittsburgh stuff. Don't sleep on Pittsburgh's like a baby Aaron
Why?
Rodgers.
Because they got a Bay Area dude running the ball.
No.
Have you been watching?
They was good without him. They went like, what did they go like?
They barely made 11-0 last year. They was winning 1-point games and 2-point games.
That's what I'm saying. It goes down to games like that in heart and times and struggle to build. So they won. They won and won. They lost to the Raiders. The Raiders can't be trash forever. They're going to have to win some type of game. I'm not a Raiders fan, no.
Where'd that 11-0 get them last year? A first-round exit.
First-round bye. Yeah, get up out of here. Get up out of here.
They was gone. They was.
They lost, 4 of their last 5 games. Get Pittsburgh out of here.
And
they losing
right now. The Raiders got their number in the last 5 years. The Raiders beat them. I'm not going
to Google it. They're done.
4-5.
They're
at least.
They're going to be battling Cincinnati for last place in that division.
I don't know. I don't know if we've been watching the same Big Ben. He ain't been Ben.
Okay, that's what they said about Aaron Rodgers last week. Next week,
Aaron Rodgers won the MVP last year.
We talking about Big Ben being the man.
No, what they talked about Aaron Rodgers last week was, did he do it on purpose?
He had a bad week. Big Ben had a bad week. Some of his linemen got hurt. Y'all gotta realize, any given Sunday, anybody can be beat on a Sunday, unless you play in Jacksonville. Excuse me, cuzzo. We'll be out there in a few weeks. But like I said, if you play in Jacksonville or the Jets, that's a for sure win. You might as well pad your stats. Back in the days, we used to play football. I'm going to pad my stats that weekend. Put about 4 tubs. At halftime, we out the game. That type format. So, what I'm saying? Other than that, any given Sunday, you can lose.
But that's my thing. I don't know if you watched Big Ben last year. Big Ben couldn't throw the ball over 40, 50 yards last year. He was throwing straight checkdowns.
He was hurt. He was hurt.
He's old. He got the
I said,
he got the same thing that Drew Brees had. He got the same thing Drew Brees had last year. Drew Brees couldn't throw the goddamn ball over 20 yards. When Drew Brees was doing the commentating himself, he said, hey, maybe that's what New Orleans was missing last year. Maybe somebody who could throw the ball down the field. And that's the same thing that Pittsburgh is missing. Hey, it's time for that guy, Ben, to give it up. He's done. He's no Tom Brady. He's no Peyton Manning. He's just Big Ben, and it's a wrap. He's not. Hey, your greatness is done. Sometimes greatness is over, Robbie.
Well, everything got an expiration date on it, don't it?
Yeah.
Everything. Except God. You think about it. Everything got an expiration date on it.
What about the GOAT though?
The GOAT can play till he's 50. GOAT can play till he's 50. You know what I mean? 50, 45.
He eat avocado ice cream, man, and tear niggas up.
I was gonna say. Oh, on that note, we got some 2-0 teams, man. Who is your surprising 2-0 team? Who is y'all surprising 2-0 team out there as well, y'all? Who you like, nephew?
I'm gonna say, I'm going with the hometown Broncos.
That was your surprising team, but you already knew.
I didn't think we was gonna start off 2-0. We about to be 3-0 actually, because we got a whack team playing this week, but I didn't think we was gonna be 2-0. We had a brand new quarterback that's just getting into the system, just learning his receivers. We got a young corner starting for us, and Patrick Surtain. Like, I don't know, like, I just didn't think we were gonna be 2-0 just because we had a lot of moving parts this year coming into the season.
Hey, let me tell you this. I knew we was gonna be 2-0, man. We played, them two teams suck. They suck. We're better than them at least. I knew we was gonna be 2-0, 3-0. We'd be 3-0. But my surprising team, I'm gonna have to go with them Arizona Cardinals. I think that's my surprising.
The Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah.
You like, they think they surprising? They was good last year. There was a game out of the playoffs last year. They was one game out, so I don't know how they was surprising.
Maurice Brown, you're not even number 1 in the league.
Yeah, oh, he talking about the other
yeah.
Don. Oh, the Don Bulls.
Yeah.
Tell him you gonna change your name. Tell him.
Yeah.
Get him, Kelly. Get him.
Go ahead.
Good night.
Who's your surprise?
My surprising team, though, no lie, is them Carolina Panthers. Like he used to say, them Carolina Panthers. Them boys over there with old Sam Donald.
Sam Donald.
Yeah, he nice.
Sam Donald.
They 2-0.
McCaffrey's back.
McCaffrey over there looking good. They got the receivers over there, Moore and them over there. They look kind of nice. I like them over there. I got them. Hey, they could win that division because that division is track. Well, we already got Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gonna be their nemesis. They can upset Tampa Bay. They got a chance.
They're not gonna.
You think they're gonna beat New Orleans?
They got lucky and beat New Orleans yesterday.
Well, New Orleans ain't bad either.
They got lucky and beat them. New Orleans had like 2 coaches on the sidelines.
New Orleans ain't bad either.
COVID hit them hard last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I take Carolina. That is a surprise team.
Carolina surprise team.
I didn't think Sam Darnold had anything left, but they played the Jets.
They barely beat the Jets too, though.
Do me a favor. Pull up some games for the week. What's your game of the week this week? Who you like? Who? What's the game? Hey, y'all, give us a good game of the week. I already know what my game of the week is. It's prime time, Sunday night. Ready for some football. Our home opener. We're going to probably stink up Frisco. I'm going to say this, man. I'm a fan, but I know I love football. I know the sport. We're not going to win this game in Frisco. And I'm going to get, we got Green Bay number, but I'm just going to say this. You know, there's a thing called cursed. You know, sometimes you just curse. You leave your hood and you go to another hood. You know what I'm saying? And you try to play the hood. You try to play in another hood and try to succeed and try to do something in another hood and it just don't work. And a bluebird on my shoulder. Should I kill it? They ripped that bluebird on my shoulder. Should I kill it? Told me one day.
You and the Damus hanging out, huh? Go ahead, man. Keep it going.
I ain't leave my kill. I got killers on the payroll.
Keep it going, man.
That's what I'm with the blind and girls.
Keep it going, man. Keep it going, man.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, but look, they told me it was just something like the Niners are not gonna win because they not loyal to Frisco.
They not loyal to the soil.
They wasn't. You know, when they left Candlestick Park, it was like they didn't really do. We're good. But it's like, that's not our home. Frisco is our home. Santa Clara is not really our home. So I'm saying to that, say, man, we going home opener. We don't have no running backs. Rodgers just came off an all-time high. We lose.
There was no all-time high.
Like, he was on with him and that boy, what's his name? Jones? That boy went wild last night for 4 touchdowns. Whoever had him on fantasy, man, they was lucky. They was some lucky. I wish I'd have had him.
All right.
What's your game of the week, though? Yours. That was mine. Frisco versus Green Bay is my game of the week.
I'm thinking the game of the week it might be a shootout. It has the potential to be a shootout. It's probably that Cleveland and Vikings game, just because they got some high-powered offense.
Y'all not even playing Green Bay. Y'all playing Seahawks. This is what type of fan this guy is. He just be making stuff up.
We play Green Bay next week.
Oh my God!
On Sunday night. So, because I was wondering how Green Bay had 2 Sunday night games. It said 7:20 on my thing, but so the Seahawks. That's the game of the week.
I'm gonna go with that.
Niners Seahawks game of the week. I thought we played Green Bay this week.
No, game of the week is the Buccaneers Patriots.
Tom Brady go home and he home.
He about to blow them out. That's not gonna be no good game.
I don't think Tom Brady blow the Patriots out. I don't see that, brother. I don't see that. Nah.
Who do the Patriots have on offense?
I said 27. I said 27-17 game. He beat him by 10. But that's not a blowout.
You got that much faith in Mac Jones?
He's Brady Jr. He looked like Brady. He looked like a Patriot.
Can you name me a Patriot receiver?
Right now?
Yeah.
Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar.
He's their number 1 receiver.
He's a journeyman.
He's their number 1 receiver.
He done played for like half the league already.
But like I said,
he might be hurt in practice this week.
Like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
The Patriots ain't bad, but they built. You can tell they rebuilt their structure what they used to have back in the days. You can kind of tell.
They ain't good.
I give a year. They about 2 years in the making
Man,
with that quarterback. Get that quarterback this year and next year for him to learn their system. And if Belichick's still there within 5 years, I'm telling you now, the Patriots will be back to winning format, guaranteed.
Give everybody 5 years. They be fucking back.
We done gave y'all 5 years. Y'all
And
ain't
we're
did
back.
shit. Y'all ain't played nobody.
We're back.
Talk to me in week 8.
I will.
Talk to me in week 8.
Probably be 7-1.
If playing JV teams,
And you'll still be hating.
y'all playing
You
JV
still find a
teams.
way to hate.
We got the Ravens
Y'all
next
playing
week.
JV. The Ravens is hurt.
The
Ravens hurt.
They in your top 5 power rankings.
Yeah, you know what I'm
The Ravens ain't in my top 5 power rankings.
Yeah, you already put them there.
I didn't put the Ravens
Yeah,
in.
you
I
did.
didn't put no motherfucking Baltimore Ravens.
Oh,
You can rewind the
man.
tape right now. I never said nothing about no Baltimore Ravens in
Okay.
my top 5.
Okay. They
No,
don't gotta be in your top 5.
We can rewind the tape right now. Baltimore
Yeah,
Ravens ain't even in my top
I think
10.
you put them
They
there.
ain't got no running backs.
You think
Okay.
you
Come
put
on,
'em
man.
there.
Why not put them in my top 5?
I don't know, because
Okay.
you just be talking sometimes.
No, negative.
If you don't even
You're
put
right,
you don't put them in
You're
the
right,
top
you're right.
5,
That's
the
the
Ravens are
difference.
still a top 10 team in the power rankings right now, and we about to beat them next week.
Y'all ain't even in the top 10, so the Broncos shouldn't even be talking.
It don't
right
matter.
We'll be there.
We
Y'all ain't
better.
played nobody.
13.
We
Y'all
better.
ain't, the Raiders in the top 10 because they played somebody. If that was the case, y'all would be in the top 10.
We gonna
when you
beat
think.
the Raiders too.
So what's facts? Don't go on heart. Go on facts, man. We talk facts on here, family.
We're 2-0. That's
Yeah, yeah.
facts.
You're 2-0.
Okay.
The Raiders 2-0, and they
Regardless,
play better teams.
That's facts.
And they play better teams.
We're 2-0. You're 2-0. The Raiders are 2-0.
We in the top. I know we in the top 10, so
Hey,
I ain't.
you can call it what you want.
We in the
You know
top.
what I'm
My
saying?
team in the top 10.
Hey.
So if your team ain't in the top 10, you can't even talk
And
right
who's
now.
top 10?
In football right now.
Yeah, we are.
With the Raiders
We
say.
will be. We got long.
If your team
we
is
got a
not
long way
in
to
the
come
top
up.
10,
We got a
we
long
can't
way.
have a
We got a long way to
conversation.
come up.
We not shoot on the same
But
court.
anyways,
How can I stop you?
Anyways, man. Anyways, what else do you have to say about football, man? Let's get into baseball and Tough Talk Tuesday, man. Who you got? Who's the favorites? I'm gonna go with my favorite. I'm gonna go with the. I can't even go with the Dodgers. I go with
Why not? Why would you go to the Dodgers? Your team ain't in
I
it.
don't rep nothing in LA.
Yeah.
All right,
To live and die in LA.
that's why
That ain't the place to be.
No,
You gotta be in the north. Yeah, Reese. We don't live and die in LA, man. You in LA cats. He from LA cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm repping nothing in LA. So.
We don't rep nothing in LA. Tell him get good. I get him good. I don't rep nothing in LA.
Hey man, they calling you Stephen A. Jr.
Oh,
They call you Stephen A. Jr.
Yeah, but he said, but he on your helmet though. He say your Raiders is trash. That's what he telling you. Yeah, they be.
No, I don't I'm representing nothing in LA.
You don't represent.
Yeah, and that is your new name, little Stephen A. Robbie A.
Oh,
Robbie A.
Hey, but yeah, man.
Robbie A. Rocket. Let's go.
My team. You know I can't. The Giants, baby.
Okay.
We the first team to clinch.
I
Congratulations to the San Francisco
I ride
Giants
with them. They
to be the first team to clinch.
They in the NL West, so I ride with them.
The Giants, man. We got squad over there. I don't know how the Cubs got rid of Bryant and gave him to us. Ever since that trade, we've been on a tear. And then look, hey, I'm rooting for you, Green A's. I want another Babe Ruth series. Y'all 2 out of the wild card right now. Them Yankees, if y'all can catch up to them Yankees, the Yankees played them all. Big game this weekend. Yankees, Boston. 3-game series. They both in the They both in the wild card hunt, right behind each other. The A's 2 games out. We gotta win. It's like about 10 games left.
I go with Boston in that series.
Boston in that series?
I can't stand the Yankees.
The Yankees on an all-time high right now. They playing the Judge and them. The Judge big money over there. The Bronx Bombers. This series, I'll take the Red Sox.
Robbie A.
Don't listen to these
Oh man, Robbie A.
Don't listen to these cats.
Robbie A. Jr. You always want to call somebody a junior. Now you're somebody junior.
No.
You're Stephen A. Jr. He's little Brady. That's baby Brady. That's baby Stephen A. around this thing. Always yelling and hollering.
Stop it.
But it's all good though,
Yeah.
man. We're going to get in this Tough Talk Tuesday before we end it. You know, we're going to talk about, man, real quick. We're going to get into these athletes wearing dresses and the way they dressing, man. And is it the demasculation of the black man? Or I mean, what do you guys think about that situation? You're younger, so you may have a totally different view of what's going on now, the way these young men are dressing, things like that. So what do you think about that?
I mean, the way I grew up, I grew up like watching y'all. Like y'all's my OG, so like that stuff wasn't flying around the people I grew up. The OGs that I grew up with, none of that was flying. So I can't rock with it, but you know, hey, if you feel comfortable doing you, whatever makes you happy, makes you happy. But I never rock no dress or no skirt, nothing like that.
Go ahead, Robbie. Go ahead.
Now, you know damn well if you went to school like that, you get your ass whooped.
Go ahead,
right?
Robbie.
Hey, look, in our era, me and your era, you went to school like that, you getting your ass whooped. Yes or no? Just period. Literally, you getting your ass whooped. You couldn't even walk to school. You wouldn't even make it. You wouldn't even make it to the playground.
You wasn't making it. You wasn't making
it out your mama's house.
You wasn't making
Your mama ain't gonna let you out the house like that. So that alone.
But we're talking about grown men.
Grown men. Okay. Think about it. It all started with your cousin, Dennis Robin. Think about it.
He was the first.
He so when you showed me that, it came to mind Dennis Robin. There wasn't nothing wrong with him. He had them fine white girls. They're snorting that powder, that cocaine. He sit all back in the club with the drinks. You know what I mean? And he was dressed with the red hair, with the blonde hair, with the lipstick, with the fingernails. He with the president.
With the wedding dress.
With the wedding dress on. That was the fashion for the white folks. I don't want to say it like that, but that was fashion. He wasn't no faggot, because he damn sure had two of them on his arms like it was nothing. Like he was the king. But only person I ever thought in my life could get away with some shit like that is Prince. But I guess they want to be Prince now. You know what I mean? But Prince will take your bitch. So that never.
I don't know. Prince wasn't really doing nothing like that. I mean, he might walk around in some assless chaps or something.
Like
and some assless chaps and some high heels, probably because he was 5'2". But you know, he wasn't doing all of that. And let's bring up the picture of Russell Westbrook, because I mean, this is and it's really kind of bigger than that, because I just think that they're trying to show that it's okay for. I mean, I guess cause I got a young kid who's 12 years old, man, and he might be like, "Hey, Dad, that's cool."
No, forgive us, cause sometimes we're slow. I'm gonna tell you something. When you go out of Europe and you go out of the international in the countries, that's how they dress. And we so slow because all we used to is one brand of how we look. I didn't think of, forgive me. Thank you, Lord, for bringing this to my mind. Because now we stereotypically, I mean, for the U.S., that's not the look. That's not for us. We won't accept that. But say you go to Europe, say you go to one of them played Italy, that's
in Italy, these young men are.
I'm telling you,
in Italy, these men are not wearing suits.
I got a buddy that travel overseas and out of the country, and the way he used to dress, you would look at him with the tight ass, the jeans probably hugging his booty.
That's different, though. That's different, though. That's a European style of dress.
He'll wear the purse with that.
He's not wearing a dress. Italy guys are wearing these tight-fitted jeans with these nice Italian suits, with tight Italian suits. Now, you might see a guy in a kilt, a Scottishman, I believe, in a kilt, you know, but, hey, man, this is different, man. He's not in a kilt, man. And he's not in a kilt, and we're not in Scotland.
I say it's deeper than that, because it's like, there's, like, yeah, they saying it's okay to be yourself, but, like, it's deeper than that, because with these new shows and stuff that's coming on Netflix and stuff like that, they're taking away gender out of everything. Like the new Rugrats show, they changed one of the wives and one of the female characters in there, one of the moms in there that had a husband. They changed her to she's a transgender now, or she might be gay. I don't remember, one of the two. But she doesn't have a husband at all anymore when she had a husband in the original one. Then they got a whole show on Netflix, a new kids show that's around the whole gay family and a gay couple. Like it's deeper than you feel me, just the clothes. Cause at this point it's like they're forcing the image onto these kids nowadays, like telling them it's okay, but like they're kind of forcing it to the point where no, it's more of the point to no, go this route. Like you don't know who you are. Like they're getting these kids when they're young and they don't know who they are, and they're just, you feel me, they're just just learning themselves, learning the world, but they're putting this image to be this, to be that. When these kids, they have their own time to grow up and to learn who they want to become. Like you can't Dwayne Wade's son. Yeah, like that image was forced onto him. He really thought that he was a female, and all the shows and everything that's around in this day and age made him really think he was a female.
It's okay now.
And that's where he went. Like it's deeper than just dressing like that. It's what they're portraying and what they want to get across. Like at this point, they want a man to, you feel me, dress like a female, and that's cool.
And it's the imagery. You're right. And Sean Hawkins says, "Do you see white basketball players dressing like that?" Hell no, he says. And I think it's just a plot, man, to teach our young black men that it's okay to be this way.
You take away the strength. They take away the strength of a man.
They even have, like, to the point to where things have changed so much to where they even have, like, a new, like, sexuality type thing. To where it's like, I don't even know what it's called, but it's not trans. Like,
it's non-binary. Like if you don't claim either or, you say that you're non-binary. So you don't have to be a female. You don't have to identify as a male or female.
Yeah, when you first born. Yeah. But
no, that's a decision you make. Not even first born. This is like something that you.
You can't.
This is something that you just say. Like, hey, man, I'm non-binary, and I like everything. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're whatever. I like them all. That's what they're saying. They got things like this going on now. I don't get it, man. I guess I'm old.
Yeah, we old.
I got an old soul.
We're not accepting it, but look, now you're being judgmental because you ain't accepted it. So you're in a lose-lose situation. Nowadays, you can't even judge. You can't even say that. You can't even say the word. You know what I mean?
One of the words you just said earlier that you just spewed out.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to keep that on the table.
You're right. We can't say that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's definitely a derogatory word, and those things like that shouldn't be said. You know, if you are what you are, it's okay. But like, damn, it doesn't have to be putting into our society, into these kids' heads. Or every TV show, they have to see a gay person.
No, they making it to now, so they can get more ratings. Because what attract?
I tune out.
Like, the first time when we watched The Shy, remember The Shy, when she put that strap on that woman, that mama, and laid that hog leg to that mama, you know what I mean? That was the first time I ever seen on national TV that a woman was strapped.
Hey.
Then I'm like on national, like on a TV series, on a show, you don't see no shit like that. You'll see them laying in the bed together with the covers, but you don't never. She put that strap on her and was laying that leg. You know what I mean?
Put that thing out and let it flop all over the damn place.
I was like, wow, look how. So now, just say, our kids don't supposed to see this, but I'm just saying, let's say your kid walked past and seen that. Hey, Daddy, what's that? Now they're gonna be curious on what's going on.
See, and that's what I'm saying though. Like that's like with stuff just like that. Like how you just said that. Like when I was growing up, you never, like, yeah, you knew what gay was, but you didn't. It wasn't out there like how it is now. Like now it's out there for everybody to see it. Like that was a choice that you had to make yourself. Now it's forced in these TV shows, social media, all the social networks. It's out there. Like
it's okay. You can do it.
It's okay to do this, but like, why are you not this? It's almost to that point. Like they're forcing it on these kids. Like, why are you making TV shows circled around that?
But they do it in the schools too. My daughter got it bad. She got the women and the men coming at her nowadays. Think about it. Back in the days, we used to just get at the girls, the men. Now they got the girls getting at your daughter, and they got the men getting at your daughter. So she got double trouble coming at her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna know what to think. The female coming at her, and then the man.
Be lucky you ain't a young dude now, because now you gonna have dudes coming at you and females coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
I could say that, like, when I was in high school, like, it wasn't bad like that. But, like, now that I got out of high school, like, it's bad. Like,
yeah.
I done had I don't have dudes slide up in my inbox trying to get at me.
God damn.
It's like that now. Like it's okay. Like they just think it's cool. Like you can't. Hey,
They ain't gonna keep it real
you
though.
can't. You got to.
Keeping it real
I'm
though.
glad that ain't happened to me. Stay up out of
Yeah. No, he just keeping it real though.
Everybody but you feel me? But that's the thing though. Like a couple dudes I went to school with that know how I rock. That seen the females that I mess with. Know how they know me. After we get out of high school, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Like it's just that bad now.
My daughter, 22 years old. She got the little boy. He be fitted. That's her best friend. I'm wondering, like, he be fitted. I'm like, at first, I said some things, but I started thinking, like, man, if that's what that's her partner. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at it, and we old school. We not gonna accept it, and it's just in our bloodline. It's just in our heart not to accept it. But them kids, that's what they want to do. That's how they want to operate. That's their life. I mean, as long as they ain't in jail, they ain't dead, they ain't on no street corner, they ain't starving. Hey, they can make their own decisions on what they want to do. I'm not gonna knock them.
I'm with Sean Hopkins, man. Don't push it on us, man.
Yeah.
If it's gonna come, man, let it be naturally. Like I'm not with it, man. I just think it's a messed up situation, and I just really think and I really wanted to bring out the point that it's our black athletes who are paying to get in these dresses. How come they're not paying these other guys to get in these dresses?
But that comes to the point, like, you feel me? The black athlete is probably the most expensive, or not most expensive, but the most valuable thing on this planet. Like a black athlete, you see it in basketball, you see it in football. The top stars are black athletes. We're the biggest influencers. Every culture copies off of black culture. They all want to be us in somehow, some way. So why not? That's their marketing scheme. They're gonna put the biggest black athletes out there, put them in these dresses, put them in whatever. Because why? We're the biggest influencers. They're gonna follow culture. They're gonna follow suit when they see us doing it because they think it's cool. Cause you seen it like growing up. Like there was always that one white dude at the school that was hanging around with the black dudes, dressing like them, talking like them, wanting to be like them. It's always been like that. We always been the biggest influencers when it comes to culture. So that's why I say they're doing it like that. Just because, like, everybody wants to be us in some sense.
You know, man. I see this picture of Cam Newton up there, man. Like I'm in agreement with what you say, man. I'm just like speechless, like
money.
Cause Tom Brady, he might wear some UGG boots, but he ain't wearing no dress.
Nope.
We can go along the list of these athletes, and ain't none of them wearing a dress. I don't know how much money they paid Russell Westbrook to wear that dress, or did he just wear that dress? Because he wanted to? Like,
I mean, like I say, man, it go back to a lot of fashion, European shit, and I mean, I'm not. As I thought about it when you showed me that, I was like, man, maybe I got a little think outside the box sometime too. Cause like I said, I got a partner that just traveled all through Europe and all through these places, Paris, and the way he would dress, I would like say, man, you a gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But he really, and he thinking he like men and women. So, because he got a girlfriend. So now, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm just thinking it's more European situations. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, I'm just going to go, all I can really say is, I just don't think it really should be, like Sean Hopkins said, should be pushed upon us, pushed upon society. I think some things are better yet not shown, you know what I'm saying, to show some of these kids who may be vulnerable in their thinking. Because in schools nowadays they're teaching, oh, you have this right to do this, you have a right to do this, you have this opinion, you have this, and it really sometimes it makes it hard to be a parent, because now you got to be like, hey, you don't really have that right here, because
in my house.
Because I'm telling you what is happening and what's going down. That right now you have right there is not that. I'm trying to parent you this certain type of way. They're teaching you this in school this other type of way, and now we have a conflict.
Yes.
And now you want to talk to me like I'm your peer, and I'm not your peer as I'm your parent.
Yes.
So it's like it's a big change. I'm gonna let you guys get your last comments for today. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead, Night Rider.
I mean, I don't know. Like I just say, like Sean said, like I don't know. This shouldn't be pushed or forced upon society at this point. Like it should just be natural, like how it's been. You feel me? Like we shouldn't be like stuff like that. Just shouldn't be like posterized. It shouldn't be what everybody has to see. Like that should be something that's kept in the dark. And if you want to do that, you do that. Yeah, we all cool with it. Like it's cool to, you feel me, do you. But like it shouldn't be forced into society because it never was. And when it wasn't, like it was still cool to do you. You just did you, like it was fine. So I'm just shouldn't be forced in society. They should just keep it how it's been, just natural.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the 2000s now, in 2021. So I can only imagine in 20 more years how it's gonna be. It ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse. And shout out to all the youth programs out there that played this weekend. I see some great games. I'm gonna keep checking y'all out. Send us some athletes of the week if y'all could. Send us some footage if y'all could. We could, put it on our show sometimes at Game Point. Some cream of the crops. But, shout out to all the athletes all across the country that's, working hard, stay in school, stay up, and stay safe out there with that virus.
Chantel Powell says, really makes hard for parents these days. Probably kind of speaking on what I'm speaking on. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Chantel Powell, Sean Hopkins, Maurice Brown, young Op, KC, Malik Perkins, and everybody else who commented, Victor Riviera, and everybody else who commented, Ariane, everybody who commented, man, thanks for tuning in to Game Point Sports. And I'm gonna end it like this, man. Hey, the demasculation or emasculation, because I never get this word right, of the black man is real. And they trying to make us less of a man all the time. So we gotta keep our eyes focused, keep our eyes on the prize, and don't let that go down. Don't let them tear us down. We are the strongest men that are on the earth. But this is M. Goodnight on Game Point Sports. We say we like to like, comment, share, subscribe. But also, we want you to subscribe to the R Network so we can get to the 1,000 viewers. This is Game Point Sports, Season 5 debut, and we out.
Yeah.